So what's happening, people? It's me again, Courtney, with my MMA predictions. This time it's for the main card of UFC 146 that will take place today, Saturday the 26th of May 2012 at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the USA if you didn't know. There are 5 fights on the main card. I worked my way from the bottom of the main card to the main event. All the odds in this video are provided by John Petit from MMARecap.com. His by the numbers document will give you all the odds, facts, figures and everything else that you need to make a bet on these fights. If you want to be on that exclusive list to receive that document, follow him on Twitter with the username @Scream13. I'll put the link in below, and he may send it to you. Buy him a beer or two. Anyway, the first fight on the card is Stefan Struve versus Levar Johnson. Stefan Struve is that lanky Dutch guy, yeah, him. Big go-go gadget arms. 6'11", he's got 23-5 record. His odds are -130. He's got decent submission games, got decent striking as well. His chin's a bit, if you had to know. His last fight was a win by a TKO, that was against Dave Herman. His last 5 fights had 4 wins and 1 loss. And he's fighting Levar Johnson, a recent Strikeforce heavyweight transfer. He's 6'4", he's got a 17-5 record. His odds are -110. I haven't seen many of his fights because we cannot get Strikeforce in the UK legally. His last fight was a win against Pat Barry by TKO, and his last 5 fights he had 3 wins and 2 losses. I'm picking him to win this fight, Levar Johnson, by TKO again. Fight number 2, Stay up, Miocic versus Shane Del Rosario. Miocic undefeated, 8-0, 6'4". His odds are -150. I haven't seen this guy fight. His last fight was a win against Philip DeFries by KO. Undefeated his last 5 fights. That's all I can say. He's fighting Shane Del Rosario, another Strikeforce heavyweight, who's coming at +135. He's undefeated as well, 11-0. I'm not seeing him fight, but I would have picked Del Rosario to win. I just have this feeling. Next fight on the card is Roy Nelson versus Dave Herman. Roy Nelson, Ultimate Fighter winner. He's 6 foot tall, 16-7 record. He's coming in at -220. Good striking, wicked jiu-jitsu, good chin. Very, very hard to finish. His last fight was a loss against Fabricio Verdun by decision. His last 5 fights had 2 wins and 3 losses. This guy is the white Sammo Hung. After seeing that kung fu stuff that he was doing, he's Sammo Hung, the white version. He's fighting Dave Herman, who's 6'4", he's got a 21-3 record. His odds are coming in at +180. Excuse me. He's got decent striking, decent wrestling. Don't really rate him too much, but he's okay. That's my opinion. His last fight was a loss against Stefan Struve via TKO. His last 5 fights, he's had 3 wins and 2 losses. I don't see Herman. If JDS can't knock out Nelson, then I don't see bloody Dave Herman doing it either. You know what I mean? Nelson's only been finished by, who's he been finished by? Andrei Arlovski. That's the only person to finish him. And even then, if you watch it, it wasn't like he was still standing, put it that way. So I don't see Dave Herman doing any of that to Roy Nelson or the white Sammo Hung. Anyway, the next fight on the card is Cain Velasquez versus Cain Velasquez. Who the hell is he? Cain Velasquez versus Antonio Bigfoot Silva. Cain Velasquez, former UFC heavyweight champ. He's got a 9-1 record, 6'1". His odds are coming in at -380. Good, wicked striking, good wrestling, very quick. He moves like a lightweight. If you watch the way this guy moves, you'd think, wow. Him and Daniel Cormier, teammates, they are similar, very similar in the way they move. They're not slow at all. But yeah, his last fight was a loss against Junior dos Santos via TKO, which he lost his belt. His last 5 fights had 4 wins and 1 loss. And he's fighting, who's he fighting? Antonio Bigfoot Silva, who's coming in at +315. his odds are. He's 6'4". He's got a 16-3 record. Good boxing. KO power as well. He's beat Fedor. Never underestimate that. Decent jiu-jitsu as well. His last fight was a loss against Daniel Cormier by KO. His last 5 fights, he had 3 wins and 2 losses. For this fight, I'm picking Cain Velasquez to batter him the same way Daniel Cormier did. Daniel Cormier in Toe Hold Joe's video, if you look at that, I'll put the link in below to that as well. We call him the Black Fedor. funny. Anyway, the main event, Junior Dos Santos versus Frank Mir. Junior Dos Santos, his odds are minus 550. He's 6'4". He's got a 14-1 record. He's the current UFC World Heavyweight Champion. Very good boxing. Probably the best in the UFC. Don't know. Very strong, very tough. Always sets a fast pace when he comes out. He goes at his speed. You know. His last fight was a win against Cain Velasquez, in which he won the belt. Obviously, in his last 5 fights, undefeated in his last 5 fights. He's fighting Frank Mir or Frank Mir or Frankincense Mir, whichever you want to call it. His odds are coming up plus 425. People are writing Frank Mir off already. You know, he's 6 foot. Frank Mir's 6'3", 6'4". He's got a 16-5 record. Frank Mir's striking has improved dramatically since he had his accident. This guy's big and he's throwing head kicks, man. Disturbing. But yeah, he tends to start slow as well. He's a bit of a slower starter. His jits, come on now. He's took arms home and he's got arms like on the wall, like hanging. Oh, look, there's Tim Sylvia's arm. Oh, look, there's the Guerra's arm. He's got arms hanging on the wall at home. So his jits is bad. His clinch is decent as well, as Americo Crow got found out. His last fight was a lock. It was a win against Antonio Minotauro Nogueira, in which he took his arm off. Arm and shoulder gone. His last 5 fights have 4 wins and 1 loss. People are writing off Frank Mir already. Not writing him off as it's fighting wise, but this fight, Junior's going to win easily. No, man, it's not as easy as that. Frank Mir can change. You know, Junior Dos Santos has got wicked boxing, but we haven't seen, he's seen his ground game. Can he get up if someone's in his guard? If he's on top, can he stay in control on top? Can he not get swept? You don't know. Things like that. But I'm not writing off Frank Mir. I said on my Twitter timeline that I'd put money on Frank Mir, and I still may put money on Frank Mir. But that doesn't mean I think he's going to win. I'm going to pick him to win, does it though? Well, in this case, I'm picking Frank Mir because I think he will win. I think he can change it up. I think he'll prefer a number of different things at Junior Dos Santos. Dos Santos is, what he's coming with. He's going to set the pace. He's going to go fast. He's going to try to hit you. He's going to try and knock you out. But I just have this slight feeling that Frank Mir can do it. And I think he can because he can throw more at Junior Dos Santos. And I hope he doesn't start slow, because if he starts slow, he's going to get hurt badly. But anyway, I'm picking Frank Mir. So let me just give a quick run through of my picks for this event. Johnson, Del Rosario, Nelson, Velasquez, and Frankincense and Mir. Frank Mir. Rate my video, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, comment on below. You can follow me on YouTube, Twitter with the same username, chokewho. I train at leicestermma.co.uk. If you're in the UK anywhere, come and see Leicester MMA. I'll put the link in below there. Sites that I visit on a regular basis. lapelchoke.com. That is where I get my superhero t-shirt from. If you want one of those, go and check lapelchoke.com. tweetmma.co.uk, mmapundit.co.uk, and middleeasy.com. Over the last week or so, Middle Easy has been getting some heat about a certain video featuring Braulio Estima and the whole Nick Diaz business. It was good to watch, but Middle Easy managed to turn it round. All the hate and turned it into a positive, which was quite good. But you need to go and check it out. It was quite funny. But yeah, shout out to all the people on Twitter that I follow. I follow, they follow me. And there's some fighters I've been talking to recently. They've been cracking me up. Yeah. But yeah. Peace. You want one? You want one?